Hi, and welcome to English Channel. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
1. Introduction. Every year, on the night of December 31st, something special fills the air. People gather in big cities and small homes. They watch the clock and count down together. 10, 9, 8. For a few seconds, the whole world feels connected. When the clock hits midnight, fireworks light up the sky. People smile, hug, and wish each other well. In that moment, many hearts feel light and hopeful. A familiar thought appears in our minds. This year The new year feels like a clean page, a fresh beginning, and a chance to start again. 2. The illusion of a fresh start. January 1st feels very special to many people. We wake up and believe something has changed. But in truth, January 1st is just another normal day. The sun rises the same way. The streets look the same. Our old problems do not disappear overnight. The worries we had yesterday often wake up with us today. Many people make New Year's resolutions. They promise to eat better, work harder, or change their lives. At first, they feel excited and strong. But after a few days or weeks, this feeling fades. Studies show that most people stop following their resolutions very early, often before the end of January. This can feel disappointing and confusing. If so many people want to change, why does change feel so hard? Why do good plans fail so quickly? Maybe the problem is not laziness or weakness. Maybe something deeper is happening inside us. Perhaps the idea of a fresh start is not as powerful as we think. This question invites us to look closer at human behavior and the true nature of change. 3. The long history of resolutions. The idea of making promises for a new year is not new. It is very old. About 4,000 years ago, people in ancient Babylon celebrated the New Year with a festival called Akitu. During this time, they made promises to their gods. These promises were not about personal dreams. They were about social duties, such as paying debts or returning borrowed items. Later in ancient Rome, the New Year began on January 1st. Romans honored a god named Janus. Janus had two faces. One face looked back at the past, and the other looked forward to the future. This idea became important. It showed how people think about what they did before and what they want to do next. This is called the Janus paradox. Over time, resolutions changed. They moved from social promises to personal goals. Today, people focus more on self-improvement, but the deep human wish for a fresh start has always remained the same. 4. Your brain is fighting you. When you try to change your habits, it can feel like you are fighting yourself. This feeling is real. Inside your brain, different parts want different things. One part is called the prefrontal cortex. It helps you think about the future, make plans, and set goals. This part says, I will wake up early and exercise. Another part of your brain is the basal ganglia. This part controls habits and routines. It likes what is familiar and safe. It does not want change. When the alarm rings early in the morning, your prefrontal cortex remembers your plan. But the basal ganglia says, stay in bed. This is easier. Your brain also uses a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine gives you a small reward when you imagine success. When you think about losing weight or becoming successful, your brain feels good for a moment. This early reward can reduce your desire to do the hard work. Past failures also matter. If you failed before, your brain remembers the pain. It tries to protect you by stopping you from trying again. This is why change feels so hard, even when you truly want it. 5. Why people give up. Many people start the new year with strong hope. They believe this time will be different. This feeling is called false hope. People want big changes very fast. They set goals that are too large or too unclear, like, I will get fit, or I will change my life. At first, this feels exciting, but soon, the goal feels heavy and far away. When progress is slow, people feel disappointed. One small mistake can feel like a big failure. This leads to the what the hell effect. For example, someone plans to eat healthy, but one day eats a piece of cake. They think, what the hell, I already failed. Then they stop trying completely. Another reason people give up is friction. Friction is anything that makes a good habit hard to do. If exercise feels painful, takes too much time, or needs too much planning, people avoid it. At the same time, bad habits often have no friction. They are easy and comfortable. Many people also believe willpower can fix everything, but willpower is limited. It gets weaker when we are tired, stressed, or busy. When willpower runs out, we return to old habits. After failing, people often feel shame. They blame themselves and think they are weak. This shame makes them quit instead of trying again. Mark is a good example. Every January, he bought many books and promised to read more. After a few weeks, he stopped. He felt ashamed and told himself he was not disciplined. So he gave up. Year after year. 6. Small steps work best. Big changes are hard, but small steps are powerful. This is why micro habits work so well. A micro habit is a very small action that feels easy. The 1% rule means improving just a little each day. Over time, small improvements create big results. Your brain likes easy beginnings. If something feels too hard, your brain resists. This is why the 2-minute rule helps. If a habit takes less than 2 minutes, you should do it. Instead of reading a whole chapter, read 1 page. Starting is the hardest part. Sarah wanted to run more. She did not plan to run far. She only promised to put on her running shoes and step outside. Some days she walked. Some days she ran. The habit of starting became easy. Success does not come from big promises. It comes from small actions done every day. 7. Change your environment. Many people think success depends on strong willpower. But willpower is not enough. A better way is to change your environment, the space around you. This idea is called choice architecture. It means the way choices are placed in your life can guide your actions. Your brain often chooses what is easy and close. Because of this, you can use friction to shape your habits. To stop a bad habit, you add friction. For example, if you want to watch less TV, put the remote in another room. If you want to eat fewer sweets, keep them out of sight. These small barriers make the bad habit harder to start. At the same time, you should remove friction from good habits. Make good actions simple and easy. If you want to exercise in the morning, place your running shoes next to your bed. If you want to drink more water, keep a bottle on your desk. When good habits are easy to start, you do not need to fight with yourself. Some people call this being lazy, but it is actually smart. Lazy people do not want to use willpower every day. They set up their environment once, then let it work for them. They make the right choice the easy choice. Because of this, they succeed more often than people who rely only on motivation. 8. Technology and the future of goals. Today, technology is changing how we work on our goals. Many people use smart devices like watches and phones. These tools track steps, sleep, and heart rate. This is called the quantified self. It means using numbers to understand your life better. Some apps act like an AI coach. They look at your data and give advice. If you sleep poorly, an app may suggest a lighter workout. These small suggestions are called algorithmic nudges. They try to help you make better choices at the right time. Technology can be very helpful. It reminds us to move, drink water, or rest. But there is also a problem. When we focus too much on numbers, we may lose joy. We exercise to reach a number, not because we enjoy moving. If we miss one day, we feel like we failed. When goals become only data, they lose meaning. Personal growth is not just about numbers. It is about how we feel and who we become. Technology should support us, not control us. The future of goals must balance smart tools with human values and real happiness. 9. Identity. Become the person first. Many people think change starts with a goal. They say, I want to read more, or I want to exercise every day. But lasting change does not start with what you want to do. It starts with who you believe you are. This is called identity. When you say, I am a reader, your actions begin to match that idea. You do not need strong motivation every day. A reader simply reads. A healthy person makes healthy choices. Identity shapes behavior in a quiet but powerful way. Small actions are very important here. Each small action is a piece of evidence for your new identity. When you read one page, you are not just finishing a task. You are proving to yourself that you are a reader. When you take a short walk, you are acting like a healthy person. These small wins slowly change how you see yourself. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited. Other days you feel tired. But identity stays. When you act from identity, you do not ask, do I feel like it today? You ask, what would a person like me do now? This question makes change easier and more natural over time. 10. Self-compassion. Start again without shame. No one follows a plan perfectly. Everyone misses a day. Sometimes we are tired. Sometimes life becomes busy or difficult. Missing one day does not mean you have failed. It only means you are human. Change is not about being perfect. It is about continuing, even after you fall. Many people are very hard on themselves. When they break a habit, they feel angry or ashamed. They say, "I am weak," or "I will never change." This kind of self-blame makes the brain feel unsafe. When the brain feels fear or shame, it tries to protect itself. It avoids the goal and stops trying. This is why harsh self-talk often leads to giving up. Self-compassion works in a different way. When you speak to yourself with kindness, your brain feels calm and safe. It becomes easier to start again. You can say, "I missed today, but I can try again tomorrow." This simple thought keeps the door open. It allows progress to continue. A helpful rule is never miss twice. Missing one day is okay. Missing 2 days in a row can turn into a new bad habit. If you skip exercise today, try to move tomorrow, even for 1 minute. If you forget to read today, read 1 page the next day. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to return. Progress grows from patience, not punishment. When you treat yourself with understanding, you build trust with yourself. This trust is powerful. It helps you keep going, even when the path is not smooth. 11. Conclusion: build systems, not resolutions. At the beginning of every year, many people make strong resolutions. They promise to change their lives, their bodies, or their habits. But as we have seen, most of these resolutions do not last. This does not mean people are weak. It means the method is wrong. Big resolutions ask for big effort and strong willpower. They depend on motivation, and motivation is not stable. Some days we feel excited. Other days we feel tired, stressed, or busy. When motivation is gone, the resolution breaks. This is why a new way is needed. Instead of making resolutions, we can build systems. A system is a small action that you repeat again and again. It does not need strong emotion. It only needs to be easy and clear. For example, instead of saying, "I will exercise every day," you can say, "After I wake up, I will put on my running shoes." This small step is a system. It makes starting easier. Systems work because they respect how the brain works. The brain likes simple actions and familiar routines. When you repeat small actions every day, they slowly become habits. Over time, these habits shape your life. Big change does not come from one strong moment. It comes from many small moments repeated. Another important idea is that you do not need to wait for a special day. You do not need January 1st, a Monday, or a birthday. Any day can be a new start. Real change does not depend on the calendar. It depends on what you do today, even if it is very small. Your environment also matters. When you design your space to support good habits, success becomes easier. When good choices are visible and easy, you do not need to fight yourself. When bad choices are hidden or harder, you avoid them naturally. You are not forcing yourself to be better. You are helping yourself. Change is not fast, and it is not perfect. It is a long process. Some days you move forward. Some days you stay still. Sometimes you take a step back. But with systems, you always have a way to return. You are not trying to fix a broken person. You are simply learning, growing, and improving little by little. A better life is not built in one night. It is built quietly, through small actions, repeated with patience. 12. Closing call to action. Now, take a moment to think. What is one small system you can start today? Not a big promise, not a perfect plan, just one small action that makes tomorrow easier.
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.